Hey, Bill. It's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to the channel, honey. Welcome back to yet another quick chat. Okay, we got a few things that we are going to talk about on the quick chat. Give me 1 second. Let me add some more lights over here. Okay, so we can get into some things. All right, first things first, honey. Make sure you guys like the video as you come in. All right, go ahead and come on in, like the video. If you're not subscribed, girl, go ahead and what you ain't on, girl. You probably be coming over here all the time watching the content, but ain't subscribed. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, child. Mm, okay. But let's talk about a few things because we are going to talk about selling Tampa again. I kind of touched on that in my Get Ready With Me, but I'm gonna check out this article. We're gonna talk about that. Columbus Short, of course, Nicki Minaj's husband, some things that are out here in the news, Mr. Miguel and his soon-to-be ex-wife. It's just a few things, okay? So without wasting time, let's go ahead and hop right into it, okay? First person I want to talk about is Columbus Short because it looks like his neighbor is getting a restraining order against him. So when I see this, I'm like, what you done did now? It's sad when somebody's page, picture, whatever comes across, you see a piece of a headline, if that, and then you begin to question to yourself, like, what you done did now? Like, is it something else you like? What's going on? Because it's always something. It's given very much something is given very much something, okay, because he always got some drama. I remember when he was playing on Scandal or whatever like that, and then next thing you know, it was some drama, I believe, surrounding his wife, ex-wife, or whatever he had going on, girl. So it's always something with him. But let's get into why his neighbor is getting a restraining order, okay. Columbus Short's neighbor says the actor got it out for him so bad he's had to go to court to get protection. And a judge is giving it to him. Baby, now you done got a restraining order to your neighbor. So how is that supposed to work? He just can't come on your property. Is the restraining order going to force this man to have to move and find him a home? Because if he lives right next door to you, what are the particulars about that? Okay, they're saying according to legal documents obtained by TMZ, the neighbor says Columbus got in his face last weekend and allegedly referred to him as a killer while threatening to beat the man up. What? Whose child was with him at the time? It's not clear what sparked the alleged altercation. What you mean it's not clear? Y'all getting this information from legal documents. So the legal documents, in my opinion, should be telling y'all something about what's going on. What sparked the argument? Not you over here requesting a restraining order, but you ain't telling us what really happened. Okay, now did this man just run up on you, or did you do something for him to run up on you? You feel what I'm saying? I don't know, girl. Let's keep going. All right. It's also given that he ain't black, but that ain't none of my business, girl. Let's keep going, okay? The man claims Columbus grabbed his wrist and tried to follow him into his house. Not you to set up here and grab my wrist and think you better come in my motherfucking house. Run up in here if you want to, okay? Get your wig cap pushed back blue. You hear what I'm saying? Trying to run up on somebody, okay? And a similar altercation went down 2 days after that. Yeah, go ahead and file. Go ahead and yeah, file a restraining order, honey. Because listen, you need some documentation on paper, in case you have to, assault him back or something else were to happen. Okay, you need to have this documentation because he over here trying it. All right. They said that was not enough for a judge to grant a temporary restraining order barring Columbus from coming within 15 yards of the neighbor, his spouse, and his daughter. Okay. They said we've reached out to Columbus for a comment. There was no word back. As reported, Columbus was arrested back in February after cops were called to his home over an argument he had with his wife that allegedly got physical. He was charged with two misdemeanor, but those were later dismissed. I do remember something like that happening earlier this year. That's why I'm like, it's always something with you. Like, what Columbus done did now, child. He had some situations going on when he was on Scandal, had to lead a show, and I hated that because his character was really good. Then you turn around and there's been some other stuff since this incident that happened over here in February, and then now we can't even get out the year good with everything 2022 done brought to us, girl. We ready to leave, but we can't even get out 2022 good enough before you done got this other going on. Girl, you just listen. I don't know what's up with him. I don't know what's up with that man, girl. I don't know. Um, hold on 1 second. So she'll know exactly what it is. So yeah. Seriously, I don't know what this man got going on, but I want him to figure out his life, and I want him to figure it out very, very soon. Okay. Now, according to Columbus, as to why that last case he had in February of him touching his wife or doing whatever it was that he did, Columbus told TMZ that they dismissed the case from what he was told because the prosecutor felt there was no wrongdoing. Was it that the prosecutor felt like it was no wrongdoing, or did Miss Girl beg the prosecutor not to move forward? Some of them prosecutors don't even be listening to the women when they be like, I don't even want to move forward with this case. They get a kick out of charging men and all of this and that. And some of them do be needing to be charged. Don't get me wrong, but then sometimes these ladies be out here on some other stuff too, girl. Okay, and she need to be. I know somebody right now, girl, got locked up and he ain't do nothing to that girl. Okay, girl, it's giving sad. You know, when I've heard out her own mouth what she did to this man, and I've seen the video. Yikes! Hate to hear it. Hope he gets out. Anyway, you know, yeah. But either way, this man's case has been dismissed. So I guess it's good for him. You know what's interesting is that Columbus Short to me has still been able to maintain gigs. They may not be glamorous, but they're good enough to keep this man out here working. And I'm surprised that he hasn't been like fully canceled or anything. But I guess he out here working and the people like him. So I guess it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Either way, honey. Good luck. Let's keep going, girl. Let's keep going. Okay. Singer Miguel, right? Looks like he responded to some of the divorce rumors, or at least he responded to his wife's, I guess, divorce paperwork or whatnot, okay? Because y'all know Miss Girl is filing for a divorce, which is kind of interesting because I'm like, are y'all really going to be together or are y'all not going to be together? Because we've heard it all before, okay? And then y'all turned around and came back to us, and it seems like y'all were working things out. Well, I guess this is a no-go. They've been together for so long. I believe they've been together for over a decade. Over a decade. And somewhere in there, I feel like y'all knew this. Girl, the heart be one what the heart wants, but I feel like somewhere throughout you all's relationship, y'all knew y'all probably shouldn't have been together. Y'all also probably knew y'all should have never got married. And I hate that for her. She really hung around and just hung on until he proposed. I think they waited some more time, ended up getting married or whatever, and then probably, girl, I don't know how long. They've probably been married about 3 years. I'm not even sure how long they've been married. And then now here it is where y'all getting a divorce. What I do hope is that y'all divorce isn't going to be longer than the marriage, like Chrisette Michelle, Kenya Moore, and stuff, right? And it don't seem like it will be because according to Miguel, he's saying that they have an ironclad prenup in place. Okay, singer Miguel is responding to his wife's divorce filing, reminding her that the former couple entered into an ironclad prenuptial agreement. Now, like, I do feel like a little bit she is not like deserving of all of that man money. You know what I'm saying? Maybe give her a smaller percentage or something like that. But I just be trying to get an understanding of some of these artists and just anybody in general, right? When you have a mate that's been with you when you had nothing and you were trying to get on, which is the situation with Miguel and Nazanin. Why do y'all be having them folks sign prenups and stuff though? I just be wondering, and what do the prenup look like? Because not all prenups have to be like super bad. Because it's like now when you hear the word prenup, it just has like this bad lingering tone to it. Like it could be you get 75%, it could be this, it could be that, whatever. Or does she get nothing? Like I'm just wondering, like, why do y'all be having these folks sign prenups? And then that makes me think about now, Robin Dixon. I'm kind of like, yeah, have one sign a prenup, because I was like, girl, and that's Real Housewives of Potomac for the people that don't watch the show. Robin Dixon is trying to get her fiance, former ex-husband, who she's about to get remarried to sign a prenup. And I was kind of like, yeah, have him sign. Have him sign it. Like you'd have made the money now. But you was there with him when he was shooting in the gym and vice versa. When neither one of y'all had anything, y'all, when he had it all, you had nothing. So when y'all both had nothing, to now you got some coin. It is not. I'm thinking about it, kind of like, well, then why are you having him sign a prenup? And I'm looking over here at the Miguel situation, like why you was with her for all of these years, why you got this woman signing a prenup now? And then I'm also thinking about, but they don't got no kids. Maybe it hit different. I'm also thinking about DJ Mustard and how his wife, he was with for many years. They have 3 kids together, right? They ended up getting married, I think 2 years or 3 years after being married. He was the one that filed for a divorce, but I believe they've been together for maybe like 10 years or more. So she was definitely there with him when he was shooting in the gym, but he had her sign a prenup or whatever. And it's like, I don't know. I got to think about this more because I'm just like, you done made your money. You done made it to where you at. And I was here with you when you ain't have nothing. You got the audacity to want me to sign one too. Like, I don't know. I feel like they should get something for that. Maybe not everything, like, of course, not everything. And honestly, probably not even 50% for real, for real. Because honestly, even though you were there from the beginning, even though you were a part of the journey, it's still my work ethic that I put in. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you may have taken care of the house, helped out with this, that, that, and the other, but a lot of my finances equipped you to be able to do so, number one. So that's another reason why I don't think she should get no split down the middle 50 cent. Y'all do whatever works for y'all, but she should get something. So I do wonder what the prenup entails because she was there on the ground with you before everybody knew you, building you up mentally and whatever else the case may be as you go throughout this musical journey of yours. But they're saying, according to legal documents obtained by the blast, Miguel is agreeing with his ex-wife, Nazan and Mondi, that irreconcilable differences is the reason for their split. However, like in many celebrity divorces, it's the spousal support and money that can get hairy in these situations. Now, in response filed by Miguel's celebrity attorney, Miguel says he and Nazanin hashed out an ironclad prenuptial agreement prior to the marriage, and everything should now be smooth sailing with figuring out their divorce settlement. But what, because ironclad could be you get 50%, you get 30, like it's very clear, like this is what it is. And ironclad could also mean fair. Okay, it could also mean fair, kind of like Tom Brady and Giselle. You feel what I'm saying? Let's see that he says we broke. No, they broke the story. Nazanin filed for a divorce from her famous husband last month and agreed that some sort of prenuptial agreement was in place. It should be noted that Nazanin listed their date of separation as to be determined, while Miguel has a firm date of August 1st, 2022. Okay, that's when a marriage was done for. All right. Now, the reason this is important is that spousal support and who gets what in a divorce can be based on when a couple actually legally separated. Interesting. For instance, if Miguel signed a major record deal, a major recording deal or contract after the date of separation, and he's saying August 1st, it is considered his sole and separate property. Right? We are guessing this might become a central issue in this case. Whoa. Also, Miguel and Nazanin will have to agree on a date of separation because that specific date will determine the length of time either party will have to pay spousal support. Okay. The former couple has no children, so there is no issue with child support. Actually, they were together for 17 years. I know I went tripping, almost 2 decades. They was together for 17 years, no children. None of that, but I don't believe they've been married that long. I think they've only been married for a few years. I feel like 3, maybe 4, if that. I don't think they've been married very. I feel like they got married during the pandemic or something. But anyway, that's what's going on with Miguel and Miss Nazanin. So I definitely wonder, girl, what's gonna happen? So hold on, wait. They're saying that they got hitched on November 24th of 2018 after 10 years of dating. So if they've been together for 17 years, then 18, so 19, 20, 21, 20. So okay, yeah. So 3 going on 4 years is what it would have been. It would have been 4 years coming up. But yikes. I hate that for them. But I feel like y'all knew better and y'all knew that a long time ago. But either way, good luck. Let's go ahead and move on. Who else do we have here? Yes, I want to talk about selling Tampa. Now, I've already kind of talked about selling Tampa previously on another video, but I definitely wanted to come back and talk about it again because I do have this article in front of me. And I felt like it would give us, more details about what was going on with the lady. So, of course, they're saying that Selling Tampa is canceled. Okay. I repeat, Selling Tampa is canceled, but Selling Sunset, they're going to continue to renew it. And I definitely feel a way about it. Okay. The cast is blaming racism for the decision. Okay, now let's see what else they're saying. Southern Tampa will not be renewed for a second season, and some of the cast believes racial discrimination played a role in the decision. Okay, when they show us black women in a different light, when we're bickering, fighting, and name calling, they get a season 2 and 3. Come on, baby. But that's not what we were displaying. And it was cute. Like, it was a cute show. A lot of people started to complain, like, oh, y'all really being messy. Y'all not really selling no clothes and no deals, this and that. And I'm like, dog, we literally saw them close deals. You may not have saw them go and sit down and sign off on the paperwork, but conversations were had to confirm that deals were closed. It was a lot of us black folks that was giving these ladies a lot of flack, all right, for the show. But I felt like it was giving a bit of a balance to me. I didn't really see a whole lot wrong that the people were saying. I thought it was a good show. I thought that they gave us the right amount of messy and all of that, but people want to always critique, child. They just find something wrong with everything. That's what we are today. All right. This is what Joanna was saying. Okay. She said that she felt like when you acting up out of character, you get 2 or 3 seasons. She says, I feel like we weren't given a second chance, possibly because of what we represented as minority women. I agree. I agree with that. How you guys represented as minority women. I agree with that. Not so much as you guys going on camera and not being ratchet or anything like that, or whatever the case, or acting out of character, but also because y'all were closing large deals, all right, as black women. And I just feel a way. I feel like Netflix, whoever the producers are of selling what the hell ever, y'all did us a disservice to show the equality of this real estate industry, this commercial real estate, whatever it is, and how these women are out here selling and doing big things. When y'all have these other real estate shows, y'all love to have primary white folks, whoever the hell they are, and then you want to have your one piece of a damn black person, and then you have a very, very light skinned person that's comparison to them a white person, especially when they hair like to be blonde or a bright color or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? They'll just fade into the background, right? But the black person is the one that stands out, and y'all always want to drop that token little one person or a piece of whoever to satisfy us, and that's not enough. Okay, girl, these ladies were doing great. It was a bit of drama, but we definitely was seeing a lot of sales, and I just feel a way about it, and I hope that they figure out a way to come back. It doesn't have to be called Selling Tampa. It could be called Allure Realty, whatever you want to call it, and you can go ahead and put it over there on the OWN network, or you can go over there and put it on Hulu or whatever other network you can come with. Amazon, who cares? Okay, primarily I think Hulu will be good, but or even Peacock. Okay, Peacock may be even better, right? So I think y'all should continue to market yourselves and find the right location for y'all and give us just a little bit of both. Don't heavily dip more into the drama than you do the sales, okay? But definitely keep it balanced. We're gonna have a little bit of friction here, but at the end of the day, by the end of the episode, it always comes back to the main goal, which is what properties did we sell today? X, Y, and Z. So I want the ladies to not give up because we want to see y'all on the TV screens. I missed my girl Colony. Okay, so I need y'all. I miss my girl Sherelle. Like I miss y'all. So figure out a way to come back to the people. Okay, I don't know what production companies y'all need to get with, but get with it. I'm sure Chad Ocho knows somebody. Okay, Ocho Cinco wanted me. Like, girl, I'm sure he knows somebody to go and get you hooked up. So figure that out, okay, and come back to the people. What else were they saying? Yeah, it premiered in December of 2021. They list who the cast is. They said we're told all of the ladies were left wondering for nearly a year whether the show would be picked up for a second season, and the source says they were given the runaround. I also wonder what the ratings were given. Were the ratings really good or were they really bad? If they were really good, did y'all feel threatened? Or were the ratings so low that they didn't meet your standard? And that's the true reason as to why you guys did not renew. But at the end of the day, y'all knew whether y'all was going to renew these ladies in Q1, at least the top of Q2. You didn't have to give them a run around. Like, seriously. I don't like that. And then you probably still got the show on Netflix where y'all still airing it, still making money off the ladies and stuff, but you don't want to renew them for another season, even to redeem themselves in any capacity. Like, that just pisses me off because y'all love canceling our black shows left and right, left and right, left and right. Don't make a positive, representation or anything. Oh, girl, we gonna keep you on the air for a little bit, girl, but you got it. You're gonna have to go. Like, I hate it. Like, it's bullshit. But anyway, there's that. That's what's happening with these ladies. Who is this man here? Adam specifically said the decision was related to numbers, but never gave any additional information. Okay, this is Adam Colbert. Um, who creates so Adam Colbert is the creator of Selling Sunset and Selling the OC. And blame numbers for Selling Tampa being cut. I do not believe that. Um, I need to see more. I need to see more. But then, I also think about this, y'all, and I'm babbling. I'm gonna get off in a second. But listen, I be thinking about, if y'all like to say that black folks is the minority and other, people of color are the minority, then I mean, a lot of these white shows gonna always win anyway, because it's more whites than it is people of color, right? So they're gonna be the ones that's more likely tuned in to that type of content because it's more tailored to them anyway. So I mean, I don't know, but I just feel away. Hopefully somebody understand what I'm trying to say, girl. But let me just hop off this because I'm gonna be talking about it for a minute. But either way, good luck. Let's go ahead, girl. Let's go ahead and let's move on real quick. Like, I want to talk about Sweetie real quick. Okay, this is Sweetie. Sweetie used to date one of the Migos by the name of Quavo. Y'all know the Migos have been going through a lot since the passing of Takeoff. Now, prior to Takeoff passing away, the Migos were doing interviews and stuff. Quavo dropped this piece in his song saying that, if you wanted the gang, that's all you had to say. If you wanted my dog, that's all you had to say. You wanted the gang or whatever, referencing what a lot of people believe to be Sweetie messing around with one of his friends. Now, a lot of people wanted to connect that back to it being about Offset. I always thought it was about Lil Baby because Lil Baby was the only one that she was caught out here with. But when you ask Lil Baby that in the interview, he slipped up. He said it wasn't about him, but the fact that he started laughing confirmed that it was about him, right? That Sweetie was smashing on. Period. And then Jada kind of slipped up and mentioned it and confirmed it too. So it is what it is. But people just wanted to be Offset, wanted it to be Offset so bad. But anyway, when it came down to it, Cardi B had put a post out at some point and said, listen, Offset is going to address the Sweetie rumors on his next album, which actually was supposed to drop last Friday, from my understanding, or this past Friday, 11/11. But unfortunately, they ended up having the funeral for Takeoff. So Offset's album is delayed, okay? But when it comes to Sweetie, a lot of the rumors have been swarming around about her and who she's been messing with, how she's been messing with them, and everything, okay? But when Sweetie got a chance to go over to Teen Vogue, she did say that, listen, I'm gonna address all the rumors, on my next song.
So I do have a song called No Reception, and it's like my icy girl. It's like my pretty freestyle, but it's a freestyle just getting off everything that's been in the media for this past year. Cause it's like, for me, I'm not finna argue with you online, and I'm not finna address no bull online. Like, sometimes I be looking at stuff and I be like, y'all can't be serious. Like, I can't be. No, sometimes it's just so outrageous. It's just like, damn, I'm. It's just like, cause it's just like, y'all can't be making this stuff up. But since y'all want to, I'm finna address it in the music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all heard what Miss Sweetie said. Sweetie said she's gonna address it in the music. I believe she's gonna be dropping something next month, is what I read. But a lot of the fans were dragging her because they said ain't nobody gonna be listening to that. And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of chuckled a little bit. Y'all know some of Sweetie's music doesn't always hit. It just doesn't. Some of it may be a little cute. I think she has this thing, like she has something going on with her speech or how she talks. Like, it's like her tongue kind of gets in the way of her words at times. And then not only that, oftentimes she's just off beat, right? So it just doesn't always give what she wants it to give. But a lot of people was also saying, listen, Quavo gonna need a minute. He and Offset. So whatever you trying to do, you might want to scale it back and just hold it for just a second. Okay. Just hold it, because it may not land again how you want. Not only do you have, a funny way of rapping, you also don't be on beat or whatever. But if you drop this and people still mourning Takeoff or whatever, they're going to eat you up. And it's just not going to be a successful track. All right. So you might just want to, hold it, wait. Maybe drop it at the top of next year or something if people are past that. This is going to be a very tough time for the Migos and the family to get past, considering the fact that Thanksgiving is coming up. They're about to be without a family member. Okay. And then you got the Christmas holidays coming up. So, so it's just it's a sensitive space right now. So you might want to just hold on to that, girl. Hold on, because if you hit it at the wrong time, and they let all that aggression and anger out on you, it's not gonna look good. You know what I'm saying? Then people gonna be trying to drag them and then whatever. So I mean, you might just want to hold it for just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. Just keep practicing, okay? And we'll hear about it at a later time. Either way, good luck. Let's go ahead and move on because I want to talk about Miss Ma'am right here, okay? Miss Cassandra Drummond. Girl, this is not a Kiki and a cackle, and I'm actually gonna have to share this on my screen in just a second, okay? Let me see if I could go ahead and do that now. But this woman here, and it's not funny, y'all. It's not, but I'm not gonna lie. I was a little tickled. Like, I'm just not even gonna hold y'all. Like, I was definitely a bit tickled because I'm like, Miss Ma'am, like, how you let somebody scam you? Like, how do you let somebody scam you out of this much money? They're saying that Cassandra Drummond was scammed out of 170. Oh shit, $170,000 by a Michigan doctor. Do you hear me? Okay, do you hear me? And we're gonna get into this article real quick, like so. And I do have a video for you guys as well, right? So they're saying, oh, a VA woman taken for $170,000 in phishing scam after meeting a doctor on a dating website. Girl, are you okay? Are you okay, ma'am? They say Cassandra Drummond from Springfield, Virginia, thought Andrew Logan was a perfect match. They met on an online dating site in July of 2021, and she ended up getting swindled out of $170,000. Let's keep going. On the website, he portrayed himself as a doctor, must have been 48 years old. She said he told her he lives in Michigan, but was spending the summer saving lives in Yemen. Wow, wow, wow. She says, I just took a chance thinking he was a doctor. Maybe this was real. It turns out Dr. Logan was allegedly part of an elaborate online phishing scam, and Drummond was his latest victim. If I could get my hands on him, I would just choke the crap out of him, she says. Logan asked Drummond to pay for a package containing personal items and cash to be shipped to her house, and he would pay her back when he got home. Logan used Elegant Freight and Courier Ltd to ship it. She says, I exhausted all my funds for a package I thought existed, but come to find out, there was no package at all. Wow, wow, wow. Elegant Freight and Courier phone contact on its website leads to nowhere. Drummond said the online live chat does work and she complained about expensive fees and no package. How much money are you out of? She says about $170,000. Let's get into this article, this report.
Thought she met a great man online is now out more than $170,000 in an alleged online phishing scam.
This one it just hurts. It involves a self-proclaimed doctor, an international shipping company, and a website that looks legit. 7 News on your side, I-Team investigator Scott Taylor explains how you can avoid getting scammed.
Cassandra Drummond from Springfield, Virginia, thought Andrew Logan was her perfect match. They met on an online dating site last July.
On the website, he portrayed himself as a doctor. Supposed to have been 48 years old.
He lives in Michigan, but was spending the summer saving lives in Yemen. Turns out Dr. Logan was allegedly part of an elaborate online phishing scam, and Drummond is his latest victim.
If I could get my hands on him, I would just choke the crap out of him.
Logan asked Drummond to pay for a package containing personal items and cash to be shipped to her house, and he would pay her back when he got home. Logan used Elegant Freight and Courier Ltd to ship it.
Exhausting all of my funds for a package that I thought existed, but comes to find out there is no package.
Elegant Freight and Courier's website looks legit, but its phone contact leads nowhere. Drummond says the online live chat does work, and she complained about expensive fees and no package.
How much money are you out?
About $170,000. Yeah.
7 News took a deep dive into Elegant Freight and Courier's website. Its domain address was registered on December 18th of last year and expires next month. That's a red flag. Usually, established companies have much longer registrations. And on its website, the company lists a Cleveland, Ohio address with no street number. Another red flag. 7 News tracked down the company's address to the heart of Little Italy in Cleveland, but couldn't locate an office. For months, Drummond kept handing over money, believing excuses from the shipper. She also sent thousands to a bank account in Charlotte, North Carolina, and more than $52,000 to someone in Miami, Florida. Elegant Freight and Courier told Drummond the 40-kilogram package was safe and secure, but repeatedly said it was delayed, including it was returned to Yemen, it was on hold, or out for delivery. Over 2 months, the shipper said the package was in Yemen, Sudan, Portugal, and Mexico. Cybersecurity experts at checkpoint.com say scammers pretending to be an established brand is a huge issue. Before you pull out the credit card, you got to do your online homework.
Look at the URL, look at the formatting, look at the the spelling of different things. Look for the things that fall outside the normality.
That's
7
crazy.
News has reached out to Elegant Freight and Courier and Dr.
Let me
Logan.
stop this right
so
here.
far, no response.
There are some people in this world who you can trust, and they're like the one I ran into online, you can't.
Girl,
And I just made
fool out
a
yourself.
big mistake.
I believe
Girl, I hate that for Miss Ma'am. I really do, girl. Oh, girl. Like, that's a lie. Like, first of all, girl, who you sending 50-some thousand down into Florida? You got it like that? Not you exhausting all your funds for a piece of love of a man that's a doctor. Not him having you. So you never seen this man, probably never saw his face, never really connected with him for real, for real. And you truly sat up there and believed this man was going, girl, y'all got to stop. Girl, we are too deep in the years of catfish for y'all not to know. For y'all just not to know that you're getting catfish. Like, that's just not making any sense to me. You know, she is an older woman. I really hate that for her that happened and she ended up giving up. She not getting it back. I just don't see that. 170 racks. Girl, how long have you been talking to this man? Girl, I would have been your friend for that. For real. Like, girl, you know, and I hate to laugh. You know, I will say this. I commend her for having the courage to want to put this story out there on the news, you know, and not being so embarrassed that, oh, this happened to me. Oh my God, I'm not going to tell nobody about it. I'm too ashamed. That she wants to get out and be vocal to make sure that this does not happen to somebody else. So I truly commend her on that because she didn't have to do that and she did. Okay. A lot of people would probably done took an L just like you, done lost about 100K and they just stand in the house, don't want nobody to know because they too ashamed about it. Okay. So I definitely have to give you credit on that. All right. So there's that, honey. Let's go ahead and move on. All right. I want to talk about this guy here, Mr. Dontrell Haynes, honey, because he's been charged with kidnapping his ex-girlfriend. All of this over a motherfucking lottery ticket. Sir, are you okay, baby? It looked like you're not okay. I wish I had a better photo, like a more clear photo, but you can see one of them eyes is shut closed. And I believe it's because the police got to rustling, bustling, and tussling on that ass, if you ask me. Okay. But let me read this real quick, play a video, run through some more because I'm going to have to wrap this up. All right. So, anywho, a Tennessee man broke down the door of his ex-girlfriend's home, kidnapped and attacked her in rage, upset that he did not receive a lottery ticket and claiming she owed him money. Okay. Dontrell Haynes, who's 43 years old, was arrested on Tuesday on a slew of charges, including aggravated burglary, aggravated kidnapping, domestic assault, and assault against a first responder. All right. Haynes went to his girlfriend's home in Cordova, east of Memphis, on Tuesday and kicked down a door to get inside after she refused to let him in. She told officers he was upset due to him not receiving his lottery ticket and money he felt he was owed. It's not clear if she had a lottery ticket on his behalf or not. Okay. All of this entire altercation unfolded over a Powerball lottery jackpot rose to 2.4 something million or whatever, a billion or whatever. So it's like, sir, you ain't even win yet, and you out here tatty whacking and attacking people and coming for people. Like y'all don't even know if y'all won, and you over here fighting over a lottery ticket. Girl, and the lottery ticket that you got was a trip straight to jail. Like, I cannot, like, it's comical, honey.
Handgun stolen out of Georgia from Haynes. They also say he was convicted of domestic violence just last year. He's set to appear in court tomorrow. Now reporting live outside Towan Poplar, Bria Jones, WREG News, Channel 3.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, she said he was crying. I don't give a fuck what he was doing. Okay? And you're right, he still need to be charged for the audacity. Then he got other charges on him as well. Then he went on to assault the officers or whatever the case got. Girl, lock this man up. That's what he gets. That's what he get. Gonna sit up there and try and clap this lady over a doggone lottery ticket. Then gonna say that he ain't got nothing to live for. And she over there like, well, I gotta go. I know that's right. I ain't do that. I ain't ready to go. I gotta go, but you ain't trying to go down there. Okay? I'm not about that ride or die. Okay? I'm just trying to keep riding. Like, what's wrong with you? Okay, so I'm glad that she was able to call her family. They were able to ping her, find her, and his ass is now sitting behind bars. Okay, so since you ain't got nothing to live for, you ain't got nothing to lose, or whatever the case is, you should not mind spending the rest of your life or majority of it over there in the jails, girl. And in the meantime, between time, while he over there locked up, girl, I'll be trying to figure out a way for me to move the hell out of the state. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? But either way, honey, good luck, and let's move on. All right. Real quick, this is a very sad, unfortunate story that I'm learning that happened on today. UVA football players, okay? There were 3 of them that ended up being shot and killed, okay? End up being unalived, and the suspect is now in custody, from my understanding, okay? They said authorities say Christopher Darnell Jones Jr., all right. I don't have a picture of him at this time, but I want to believe this young guy also played football with these guys. But they're saying that he has been taken into custody after he allegedly opened fire inside a bus on the University of Virginia campus late Sunday night, killing 3 members of the football team and injuring 2 others. Now, why would you do such a thing, and what would cause you to do that? They're saying that this incident triggered a massive manhunt and paralyzed the school community overnight as police conducted a building by building and ground search of the campus and put a shelter in place order in effect. I do wonder where they found this young man, because they're saying this ended up taking place about 10:30 that night. And you just opened up fire on a bus. Like, what was going on with you? Like, you was so, I don't understand that. When people get so upset, just clap yourself. I hate to say it like that, but it's like, if you're going to do any harm, bring harm to yourself before you bring harm to innocent people. Now, they are trying to figure out what the motive is. How did this happen? And hopefully we find more of those details out. But I feel bad for all of these people, the 2 injured, these 3 that have lost their lives, as well as his family. Because they thinking he up there at UVA, give him a good education and life is all good. And then next thing you know, you get the phone call that, no, ma'am, no, your son's not hurt, but he's locked up and he's about to go to prison. Okay. So, I mean, it's just a really, really sad situation. I just hate that for, everybody. Just sad.
There's an urgent manhunt underway after shots were fired at the University of Virginia. This is a breaking story from overnight. At least 3 people have been killed.
And police say the gunman is a student, armed and dangerous. Let's go to Alex Littlehales from our Virginia affiliate, WVEC, who is there live on the scene for us. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Robin. The 22,000 students here at the University of Virginia still asked to shelter in place after that horrific overnight shooting near the campus grounds. As you can see behind me, still a very active investigative scene here in Charlottesville. This morning, a massive manhunt at the University of Virginia. Authorities searching for Christopher Darnell Jones Jr., a student at the university who police allege shot at least 5 people on this campus bus, killing 3.
I have 2 people shot. 1 person's at the UVA box office, way down, and 1 person's at the Colbert garage, shot in the chest. Another woman shot, where you shot at? In her leg.
The shots first reported at 10:30 p.m. at a garage near the center of campus.
I heard the gunshots when they originally happened. I'm terrified. I have no words. I never thought I'd be in that kind of situation. It's like, I'm calling my family, my friends.
The university canceling all classes for the day as frightened students shelter in place.
I've just been up here because I don't want to go downstairs with an active shooting and suspects still not found.
The suspect last seen wearing a burgundy jacket, blue jeans, and red shoes, and may be driving a black SUV with a Virginia license plate.
It's sad that we have to go through this as college students. It's always been a fear of mine growing up.
So sad, very traumatic. I hate that. I really do, y'all. I don't know how much I could say. I really hate that for every single person that is involved with that situation, you know. May those babies rest in peace and comfort is sent to the family. Like, it's too much going on. Like, we just lost takeoff. Like, why? I know you familiar with it. Why would you get your stuff on this bus and then get to capping people? Like, are you okay? You're not okay. All right. So we'll get more details on that story that I'm sure is developing. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our final story. All right, and that's going to be about Miss Nicki Minaj's husband, Mr. Kenneth Petty, because it looks like he is seeking to be removed from the SO registry. Okay, I believe that he was convicted, you know, of said crime against Jennifer Huff when he was like roughly about 16, 17 years old. So now he feels like he should be removed from that. Okay. They're saying Kenneth Petty is attempting to regain control of the narrative surrounding his criminal status. All right. The husband of superstar rap artist Nicki Minaj has reportedly filed legal documents against the state of New York for allegedly unlawfully adding him to their SO registry. According to reports, the 44-year-old Queens native is arguing that the state didn't properly notify him of a 2004 legislation that required him to be added to the registry. However, the state is reportedly seeking to have the case dismissed. Okay. They're saying the state is seeking to have the case dismissed. I guess his case. So, which case are y'all seeking to have dismissed when it comes to the state? I'm a little confused. Is it the case he's bringing forward, which is, hey, I want y'all to go ahead and remove me from the list? Are y'all trying to dismiss that? Or, I mean, I guess that's what, yeah. However, the state is reportedly seeking to have the case dismissed. I think they're trying to have his case dismissed ultimately, because I'm also hearing, and I haven't read the documents to be sure, but I also I was hearing that that was a part of his probation or whatever, negotiation or whatever it was for him. That was a part of it for him to sign on that SO registry, right? But it looks like he's saying, nah, y'all didn't notify me or whatever. So as reported back in 2018, Petty was charged and convicted of attempted R in 1995. Okay. Now, I've always heard that it was actual R versus attempted. Okay. Now, according to his Grammy nominated wife, Petty was 15 and the alleged victim was 16. All right. At the time, however, the incident still resulted in him receiving a felony and forced him to register as a level 2 SO in the state of New York. Okay. So, we'll see. We shall see what's going to happen with this case and whether or not it's actually going to be dismissed for Mr. Petty. Petty is claiming he was never actually notified of the 2004 SO Registration Act hearing that is causing him to remain a registered SO. So I guess when he signed on it, it's seeming like he was expecting to come off at some point. However, a law went into effect that once you're on that list, you remain on that list. So I think that's what he's trying to use to get him, you know, removed from that list. Okay. But we'll see how that's gonna play out. I mean, a lot of people saying it's not looking good, but you just never know, child. All right. But that's really all that I got for you guys. I thank you all so much for joining. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have yet to subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.